You know that I'm a crazy bitch. I do what I want when I feel like it.
Hey guys, what is up? It's your girl Che, and I am back at it for you with another video. Today's video is another fun challenge that I found on the YouTube wonderful search engine, and Nikkie Tutorials popped up, which she's like an OG YouTuber. Like, if you're a YouTuber, you know who Nikkie Tutorials is. She's been around for like 10 years. But anyway, if you don't know who she is, this is her. And it's just Nikkie Tutorials. She was the one that first did that video of the makeup versus no makeup. And she split her face down in half and did makeup on one side, nothing on the other. And it like was amazing. Like got millions of views. But she came up with this, which is a challenge of Google picks my makeup. So I did my base, just foundation and powder. No bronzer, blush, highlight yet. I did my brows, but you know, nothing on the eyes yet because I don't know what I am going to get. So I am going to do a quick search. What you do on Google is type in the first letter of your first name and the first letter of your last name. So I'm going to be typing in C, I can't make an M, M, that was terrible, C-M, and then you type the word look, C-M look. And the first image that pops up on Google search is what you have to do for your makeup. So let me search that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I'm gonna show you my original search, and this is what popped up first on CM look. And I don't know if I got lucky or not. Like my first image, so I'm gonna click on that. I clicked on that and I'm gonna enlarge it for you guys so you can see what the first image was. It's actually a girl with her hair already up in a bun like mine, and it's black hair. She's got blue eyes. I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird, you know? And then she has that like real smoked out bottom lash line. It almost looks like a reversed wing. Like it doesn't look like she went out up here and did a wing. It looks like she made a real thick lower lash line and made a wing going out from that and came back and connected it. So this is going to be a challenge because I was kind of thinking I was going to get pictures like Nikkie Tutorials got a picture, and it was, she had to do NJ look. And hers came up and it was 3 houses in a row. I'll show you the picture that she got. And it was actually kind of cool because it was like 3 pastel houses, like a yellow, a pink, and a blue, I believe. And she created this really pretty rainbow look. She used the black on the road to use for eyeliner. She said it looked like it was rainy there, like the weather, so rain was her glitter. You know what I mean? Like she said, look at textures, look at the colors in the photo. But I just get a photo of a girl with her makeup done. So I guess I'm going to have to try, and I mean, hey, we already got matching hair and eyes. I might as well just try to resemble this look as much as I can. Thanks, good old Google. So, my CM look, let's get started. All right, so I pulled you guys on in a little bit closer so you can see this the lovely pores on my skin. But one thing I don't think I'm going to be able to do are those crazy black beads coming down on her face. I do have a whole sheet that I pulled out of different color sticky like rhinestones that you can put on your face. So who knows? Maybe I'll use like a red or something like that. But I did grab a few palettes that I think I'll be able to somewhat achieve this look. So I looked at the lips, and I hate doing red lips, but she definitely has an ombre lip. And then it looks like it was like that darker berry red on the outside with like a light pinkish red in the middle. I can achieve that. I can do it. It's not my thing, but I'll do it. And the palettes I pulled out was the James Charles palette, because I can see in her crease underneath the black, she has that like burgundy red shade. But I also pulled out my Tati Beauty palette, and the last palette that I pulled out after Tati's was this e.l.f. Mad for Matte in Summer Breeze. And the only reason I pulled this out is because this black shadow right here, black is midnight, okay? And it's a good one. So to get this started, I am just going to start off in my crease. I am going to grab, if this damn drawer would open, you better work, bitch. Okay. That one is really totally shattered. So sad. My Tati palette, I dropped it. And this pretty glitter shade that I wanted to do my next look on, I'm keeping enough pieces in there to do a look. But anyway, I'm going to go right over to this row in these two burgundy deep berry tones. And I'm going to start by tapping my brush, swirl girl swirl, into these two shades. And I am going to start building them up in my creases. I'm going to do this to both of my eyes. And once I have it built up to the intensity, which the intensity that this girl has, I do have to say, she's got a bold eye going on. So this is definitely going to be a challenge for me. But I'm going to build this up to the level that is in this photo right here. And once I have that burgundy shade, burgundy red, I might dip into the James Charles palette, because as you all know, his palette has every color known to mankind. This red right here, I kid you not, is the reddest thing you will ever see. Like, I don't even want to mess up my hands or anything, but a swatch of this, like, are you joking? So I might even add that in there with it, because it does look like it has a hint of red in there as well. So I am going to figure out a way to build this crease up as close as I can to her color, and then I will be back for part 2. Just a little insert real quick. I feel like I should have tape on my eyes for this look, because I have a feeling after swatching a lot of these colors, this is going to get messy. And I already did my face makeup, so I ain't trying to have no maroon, red, and black making it look like I got my ass beat underneath my eyes. So I am going to try to find those e.l.f. tapes, and if not, I'm going to have to hold something up on the side of my eye or find just regular tape. So just a warning, this look definitely has a super sharp edge. So I need to get something to help me with that. Okay, this look is definitely, I found the tapes, by the way, and I had to put them, I'm looking at the position in her picture. Her shadow is so blown out. Like, normally I would stop like right here, but I'm hoping that because her wing is so thick and that black goes up, that when it comes back down, it'll kind of cover like how far this eyeshadow is blown out, but it just doesn't feel right for my eye shape. Like, I feel like I like turning my eyes like upward, kind of, not down. And I feel like this look is kind of turning them down a little bit. But anyway, I just wanted to hop back on to let you know I am grabbing a smaller brush now, and I'm going to dive into that red shade in the James Charles palette. I'm just going to lay it down right on top of the Tati palette. And I'm going to get that shade right on the center of the brush, just like that, because her lips have red in it. And I can see a little hint of red in her eye look, and an inner corner, like bright, bold white pop. And she definitely has a thick brow highlight that's very white. So I wanted to kind of like basically tap this on like both of these, like my skin, and on that shadow. And I'm trying to get this red to kind of like fade in to this color. So I'm just gonna keep working on this. I wanna fix this shape on the outer corner. Like, I know that she is going totally ham in this look and like halfway out her forehead, which is making me a little uncomfortable because I don't know, I feel like my whole shape is like, I'm gonna have to go like that and kind of like cut it at that. And I might readjust my tapes to get them to go like that because of the shape of my eye. It's different than hers. So I might lift my tapes a little bit, but I'm gonna start blending this red in to this maroon shade so that at the end it pulls together with the lips. All right, guys, so I repositioned the tapes. I just took a makeup wipe and cleaned it up a little bit because it was out too far. And I put 2 new pieces of tape on. With my eye shape, it's such a circular shape that I like to lift it on the outsides with my eyeliner. So I just wanted to make sure it didn't go like, boom, out to my hairline and I look like a crazy mess when I'm done. So the next step that I'm gonna do, I got that red pretty blended in. I got that red blended in pretty well. Come on now, Charlie. You did pass 5th grade. So I noticed she has in this picture, if I keep looking down, it's because I don't have 2 phones. So I can't be on a phone right here as I'm recording myself because I use my iPhone to make my videos. Not that rich yet where I can go buy a Sony, whatever you want to call them, that are super crazy over $1,000. So she has an extremely white brow bone highlight. So that is what I'm going to do right now on both of my brows. I'm going to take the white in James Charles's palette right here, pure white shadow, and then I'm going to take a white shimmery highlighter shade and put that over top of the white to make it stand out, just like hers is. Literally, guys, I've been doing this for like 30 seconds now, just on this one eye. The other eye took me like 2 minutes just to get the white enough for the look that this girl has. Okay, it's starting to build a little bit. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fix my brows up a little bit after this. But of course I would get stuck with a look like this. Like, people are getting pictures of like the New York City skyline. They get to like pick all these colors, and Nick, you got these 3 adorable pastel colors that you can do whatever you want with it. I go to Google search CM look and I get an actual professional makeup artist look. Just kill me now. Like, it is just my look. Like, I'm like, oh, I wonder what I'm gonna get. Maybe I'll get like a picture of an ocean and I can do like cool blue and greens, or I don't know. And then I end up getting a picture of a girl who had her makeup done by a professional. And it basically looks like a model picture. So, and I know that Nikki said it doesn't have to be like identical to the photo, obviously, like, 'cause she had houses, but I actually got a makeup look. So like, I feel like if I don't try, don't drop on me, to recreate at least like some part of the makeup look, then like people are gonna be like, that looks nothing like it, you know? So I'm just taking this brush and going right along the edge of that red and maroon shade now that we have the base of the white color down. And I need to go grab my white highlighter and apply that over top of the white matte shade. All right, guys, so I got that white to be as white as possible, and I added the shimmer on top, as you can tell. Obviously, by looking at her photo, like, I expanded it and I'm able to look at it, and just by how smooth her skin is, she definitely used like the smoothing effect. So I guarantee you, in a picture, I can get it to pop just like that. But in real life, like this is 3 layers, you know, of white and then a shimmer coat added on top. I don't know what that is on my face. I have like a dry patch and it's driving me nuts, like these 2 little bumps. Anyway, so I figured what it looks like next, she has a lot of black, but it looks like the middle of her eye right here is silver. I'm like, ooh, I'm going nuts over here. Like, how am I supposed to do this? So I think I'm going to take that blackest black and I'm just going to do my entire lid black, and I'm going to use my concealer method where I put concealer right in the center and I'll take a silver and lay down the silver, and then we'll move on to eyeliner. So I am going to start with Tati Beauty's black, which is right down here, super matte, super black. I'm not using the sequined one, just the matte black. And then I'm using the Powerhouse black all the way in the end of this little mini e.l.f. palette. So I am going to start taking these blacks and putting them on my lid. And as soon as I get these blacks all over the lid, since I'm using 2 different ones, oh wow, I might not have to. That might be a total. I never used Tati's matte black just like as all over the lid. Holy crap. This is why I needed the tapes. I might not even need that e.l.f. black. I'm going to get this black all across my lids, and then I am also going to grab a concealer. And when I come back, I'll show you how I add the silver to the middle of my eyelid. All right, guys, just wanted to let you know I did not need to use 2 blacks. I stuck with my Tati palette, and I'm digging into that matte black shade again. And I'm gonna move my way over to this side. Make sure this tape is pushed down. Even if some gets under there, we can always clean it. You can tell I was swatching everything. We can always clean it up. But when I first apply the black, I kind of just loosely apply it like everywhere, you know? Like it doesn't have to have a general shape to it yet until I want it to get to like my crease area where I have to be, you know, pretty careful of it. And especially when I bring it on my inner corner, I always make sure I pull my eye a little bit taut, and I'm using a smaller brush, as you can tell. And I like to go in really tiny circular motions. And then you see how that went like right up to about there? I'll get black right on the center. See how there's none on the sides? It's right on the center of that small crease brush. Tap off all of the excess, and then I just lightly go back in windshield wiper motions, just back and forth, back and forth. And I always make sure, like I said, that I stick to very light motions. Now, since I have that tape on the outside, see how it's lifting too? I'm gonna have to hold that down. I'm not really worried about the outside because I have tape down. So I can keep doing those circular motions. However, I would like it, because she has that cat effect, to come to a point on the outside, like how I got it over here. So I'm just going to finish, you know, deep. Whoa, I almost got black on my nose. Did I? No. I'm going to deepen this up to this side over here. And then I think I'm going to do the silver next. And I'll do the lower lash line and the liner last. Then I'll figure out what she did on her cheeks, and we will pull this look all together. All right, guys, so I got the black pretty even on both sides. Look at my hands. This is a disaster. This always happens when I do makeup looks. And I have to be really careful when I do this, because one little wrong touch on my face and this could ruin the entire base. But anyway, as you can tell on this eye, see how this is a little bit more intense, that like purpley berry toned shade. I went back into that berry tone in Tati's palette over here, and I made a second layer, and that's kind of what I'm doing over here, just to really deepen up that berry shade and to make sure that we didn't lose it. And I'm not taking it all the way to the brow. I'm doing it like she did in the picture, where it's almost to the brow, but she still has a pretty thick, you know, white gap. Let me make sure I don't have any. Okay. Wanted to make sure there wasn't pure black on there. But yeah, and I just took that berry shade and I put it right on top of the black, just to make sure that that, you know, that really pretty berry tone didn't get muted out by that black shade. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go grab a concealer, and I am going to find a palette that has a really pretty silver in it. Because looking at this picture, there's definitely silver. There is definitely silver. Kill me now. There's definitely silver in the center of her lid. So now, not only is this a black, smoky eye, cat eye, winged liner with berry tones added and a little bit of red with a thick brow bone highlight, now I have to find silver too. So give me 1 minute. Or if you want to just, like, you know, kill me through the screen for me, I'm fine with that too. All right, so I have a pretty interesting idea. What I just am going to decide to do is take this concealer and I am going to lightly dot it on the top of the black in the middle. So she's kind of like creating almost like a spotlight eye or a halo eye, whatever the hell it's called, on top of all this, in conjunction with all this. So, ooh, man, whoa. I almost knocked you guys over again. I should have known, I just should have known that my Google challenge would be, oh, you know, Charlie, you just have to compete with the professional. That's all. That's all. Not that hard. Geez, suck it up, you know? Like, no, I don't want to. But anyway, what I decided to do is once I blend out this concealer a little bit, you see this silver baby up here? Still has black as a base with a ton of silver. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take my finger and, sorry, my mirror's over here. I should really be looking straight forward. I'm going to just tap this concealer out with my ring finger. And while it is still a little bit tacky, I am going to dip my ring finger again into this silver shade right up here. And I'll show you what this looks like. I mean, this is insane, this silver. It's insane. So I am hoping, let me move my mirror. If you see my mirror in the front, I'm sorry. I'm hoping that, oh yeah, we got it. Because the palette I wanted to use, I can't find. I'm actually moving, which is crazy. And I am so happy. I am actually moving into a full house with, my sister-in-law actually has a relative that lives in the duplex next to her, and the person is alone, and they can't afford the rent, and the rent is only $1,000 a month for a 3-bedroom home. So I was like, I'll split it with you. I've been in this hotel for so long, like, I would do anything. Like, I'll give you $100 a week, $125 a week, whatever it is, you know, like, just let me know. And he's like, I know you're not working right now, you know, because of everything with Matt. You know, if you can only do $100 a week to start, he said, that's totally fine. He said, you know, and then whenever you're ready, you know, and I'm going to give him the $125 a week, you know, like, if I have to cut back in other ways, which it's naturally going to happen. I literally am moving to a house that is 4 minutes from my son. I could walk there if I had to. It would probably take me a half hour, but I could walk to see my son. Whereas here, if I decided to walk to see him, I wouldn't get there until freaking midnight. You know, like, I'm a 32-minute ride right now, which is wear and tear on my car, you know, and since gas price has gone from $2.17 all the way to $3 now, just about. Not even going to get into that either. It's too much. Like, especially, I don't know, like, I have to really push myself to get back to work. It's just really hard. Like, my old boss did call me. He wants me to come back, which is ironic. And I said, isn't that going to be, you know, a little bit weird, you know, since the manager there, that girl, like, fired me, you know, like, for being overly friendly. I was treating my customers too much like a friend rather than a customer. That's literally how she fired me. And he said, well, you won't have to worry about any of them. He said, I got rid of them all and I would love to have you back. So, but it's just so many memories of me and Matt in that place. So that's the only thing holding me back. I just feel like I need like just a little bit more time to get myself put together after losing him before I jump back into a job, you know? But anyway, that's nonsense. Back to the video. I'm going to really creep at her look on the liner. I'm going to apply a winged liner, peel off the tapes, and we'll be back to do our under eye. I think this silver turned out amazing. Okay, now I have studied this girl's eyeliner. Like, I have been staring at it. And she literally has like a reversed, like, it's not like a cat eye where up here, like, we flick it up and come back down. It's her, on the bottom, it's so thick, like her liner comes down to here, and then she brings it up from the bottom and then connects it. And I also noticed she took it all the way in. Like, she went to the inner corner all the way to the outside. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right over here. I took it all the way to the inner corner. And look what happened to my freaking brush. I opened it, and I must have closed it the wrong way. And, like, I gave it a good shake, which I need to do right now. And then when I opened it, I was like, cool. And then I'm like, what is this? Do you see this? But it kind of made it thinner, as long as I keep the phrase away from my face. But go figure. Another stepping stone in the way of Chaley's life. So I brought that all the way to the inside, just like she did. And then I picked it up right where she left off on that inner corner. Okay, this brush is starting to piss me off. I might have to switch to a different one because I'm so scared I'm going to poke my eye out. I'm getting a different one. I'm just going to use the Wander Beauty Highline Liquid Eyeliner. There we go. That one looks a little cleaner. So I'm going to pick up right where she left off, right there. Whoa, this had a lot of ink on it. But hey, I was like nervous, like trying to keep it up at my lash line. And then I'm like, what am I nervous for? She literally has it like an inch down of her eye. So like, I didn't need to be worried about any of that. So what I decided to do was just create the regular lines first. And I am going to do, I think I'm going to try to do this left eye with the wing first. And then if I don't make a fool of myself, come back over here and just show you the struggle of doing a reversed wing liner that I have never done before. You have no idea what I just went through. After putting up World War III on my face to try to get like the liquid liner, I literally just had to take a makeup wipe, clean it up on the outside, because I tried to go like in the direction of her wing and go out this way and bring it in like this. It looked retarded. I don't know how they did that on her, but it just goes to show everyone has a different eye shape. Everyone has always told me, like Matt, and I've actually had even other exes, that when that movie Frozen came out, there were two people that made fun of me because they were like, all right, Elsa eyes. Like, and I'm like, seriously? Because I have very round, like dough-shaped eyes. They're like very, very white. Some people actually think that like I make them whiter in my pictures. And I don't know why my eyes are just like literally like eggshell white. Like, I don't know why. Obviously, I have, like, little veins and stuff in there, but they're just, like, white. So they were always like, all right, Elsa eyes, you know, like, yeah, real funny. Definitely not. But anyway, I decided to do my own move for once, since the whole idea is Google picked my makeup, and to use the colors that she used. Instead of keeping the whole bottom black like she did, I took this red shade and I ran it underneath, not the red, the burgundy, like the berry one, not the one from the James Charles palette. That one was way too red, but it made the top look really good. But I just took the plain berry shade and ran it underneath. So I'm literally going to do my normal wing over here on this side. Since she has a wing, I have to do a wing. And then I'm going to diffuse and blow out the lower lash line, just like I did over here. Okay, guys, now this side was a breeze compared to this side because I knew what I was doing. And I think it's just, you know, I'm right-handed, so it's so much easier to do this than to like come across here. Whoa, I almost even, see, I'm banging shit around when I do that. Try to draw the wing liner to come down, get it to connect with the black. This is a very complex look. Like, this is, filming wise, it doesn't seem like it's taken me that long, and my videos are pretty long. I've probably been sitting here though for a good hour and a half to 2 hours, and I'm still not completed the look. I still have to do the matching lip, and I'll just throw on the bronzer. And I was looking at her picture, and in her picture, she has an orangey toned blush. I definitely would not have chosen a warm toned bronzer, blush, with a cool toned eyeshadow look. I would have used pink and a neutral lip, but Google picked my makeup. So I am going to just, I have that burgundy color on my little smudger brush, and I am running that along the bottom of this lash line, just like I did on the other side. I'm just, you know, trying to make them a little bit more even Steven, if you will. I like watched Nikkie's and I was like, oh, this is going to be a breeze. This is going to be so much fun. I should have known that like the name Chaley McFall just comes with like damage, you know? Like whenever the name Chaley is mentioned, just know that like damage control needs to get called, because something's going to get broken. I'm going to fall. I'm going to do something stupid. Or I'm going to end up on a challenge like this, getting a professional makeup artist look that I have to recreate when people are getting row homes with pastel colors. This is what I get. Anyway, I'm going to finish off this eye look super quickly. I'm going to clean this brush off in this little thing from Rite Aid and be right back. And then once this brush is clean, I'm going to dig into a very white and bright eyeshadow. I'm digging in there. This thing's falling apart on me. This is the IBY palette. This was their Fireside palette. They have a shade in here called Below Zero right at the top. That's what I'm getting on here. And I'm going to do that on the inside of both of my inner corners on my eye. All right, so I did my bronzer, and I did find an orangey toned blush, which I usually don't own. This is the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted line scented blush, and this was in the shade 192, Just Curious. I'm just curious why she used an orange blush instead of pink to match. But I already put it on this side, so I just wanted to show you guys over here what I did over there. I already did the bronzer just to make the video shorter, because I don't want to, like, make anyone bored. And, yeah, that's really the gist of it. She's got, like, a lot. Like, all I see is, like, orange on her cheeks. Not like orange, but she definitely has a very warm tone to her cheeks with a very cool tone look on the eyes. The only thing I have left to do is my lips. So I decided the closest shade I have to hers, it's called Half Caked. I don't know, I just went on Google and I found these. I don't know if this is the brand name. I'll double check and I will put it in my description box below. But this is from Half Caked. And I got this one in the shade ASAP. And they send you a matching gloss in the set. This one from Half Caked, it says Instant Crush on it. Oh, and it does say Half Caked on the back, so I'm sure that that's the name of the company, Half Caked. Kind of funny. And then this one is in Rich Rich. But I decided I'm going to use this dark one on the outer corners like she did. And then I have a pinkish color like she used. This one's from Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Pink Really Hard. I got a pink really hard about this. And this is just the Wet n Wild liquid cat suits. So I'm going to use a mixture of these two, and if I feel like putting any gloss on the middle, I will. And I will be back with my Google Does My Makeup final result. Also, that Below Zero shade, I'm going to take that a little bit down my nose and right up here as a highlight, because I don't want to neglect the highlight in this look. But I will be back with the completed look, and we'll see how I did. All right, everybody, I am back with the completed look. I have to like back up because this camera is so close, but I put my hair up in a tighter bun, just like she has. I'm gonna lean over here so you can see her picture, just like she has in the picture, even though I have an ugly, stupid widow's peak. Oh, you know what I just realized? I have a widow's peak, and my fiance died. I am the saddest person alive. Like, hashtag sad vibe. Like, what is my life coming to? I have a widow's peak, and I'm technically a widow. Okay. Anyway, never realized that until I said the word widow, and then it just was like, spark, like, you know. But anyway, if you guys think that I kind of nailed this in my own way, you know, I'm just going to hold the camera. What I ended up doing is I went in, I did my lips, I did them darker on the outside, lighter in the middle. You can see all the swatches. This is terrible. I need to wash my hands just like she did. And then, oh yeah, and I told you I was going to add the highlight, you know, on both sides. And she had a very frosted white highlight. This side, right in here where I have this texture, this bump, ended up a little messy, and I keep going like this. And as you can tell, my eye is tearing so bad, and I don't even have a contact in this eye, but I have one in this eye. So I did do this challenge also half blind, but I had to take my contact out because as a contact wearer, guys, if you wear contacts, you already know the struggle. So I'm just going to show this side because it's not watering. But I did the lip, I did the highlight, I did the tight bun like she has, and I ended up throwing on a pair of false eyelashes because I think the lashes really bring the look together. Unless if I had the lashes like on without them, it wasn't like as dramatic as the look that she had. So I'm just going to prop you guys back up here so I can insert her photo again. And you can decide. I did my wing just like her. I put the silver in the center. And I did that burgundy berry shade with the black, the silver, the lashes. And I tried to get my lips to look like her with that orangey blush. So I'm just going to look off to the side like, do I look like her? Did I do okay? Let me know what you think. Please give it a thumbs up, guys. It really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. Also subscribing is like #1 because it gets your videos pushed out there. And also comments. The algorithm picks up on you interacting with people. So comments are also a really good thing. If there's any other challenges you guys would like to see me do, just drop it down below in the comment section and I will check it out. I am more than willing to put my life at risk for any challenge. Not my life, literally, but you know, I'll do pretty much any challenge. But if you guys think I did this challenge all right, let me know. Let me know what you think. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.
You know that I'm a crazy bitch. I do what I want when I feel like.